When exactly did TV die, then? Some say it was as early as September the 25th, 1959. That's the day Tony Hancock first discovers he can remove the fluffs from the live recordings of Hancock's Half Hour by cutting out a section of the 2-inch recording tape and sellotaping the two ends together.
I can't. Now, please don't take it away. You can't leave me alone, please.
The BBC tries to suppress this, not for fear that it'll undermine the specialness of live television, its very lifeblood, but because of the cost of the tape.
Oh, all right. Please yourself.
Others point to the 6th of April 1975, the day Sony introduces its Betamax VCR, enabling consumers, not producers, to time shift. Still, who cares? It's the late 20th century, and Britain's two national TV networks continue to attract captive audiences of 20 million, whatever they put on.
Good evening. We've got an...
Everyone agrees, though, that it was August 1991 when the revolution begins in earnest. In Switzerland, of all places, British computer programmer Tim Berners-Lee opens up the world's first server to run HTTP and HTML at the CERN Particle Physics Laboratory. Berners-Lee has written the language of the Internet, the most powerful communication medium since the invention of TV. Still, television sees no threat, even though some of the companies will later pay hundreds of thousands of pounds to buy their own .com names from the few who saw what was coming. Whatever, as they still hadn't learned to say in 1999. The UK by now boasted 17 million Internet users, 30% of whom were reading their news online every day. In surveys, most said they wanted their news on demand and personalised. On the 16th of February 2001, the announcement of perhaps the most significant threat yet to television goes unnoticed. At a hacker conference in Las Vegas, a 25-year-old computer programmer, Bram Cohen, unveils a new piece of code to help geeks swap software. Its name is BitTorrent. Bit by bit, while the Internet challenge builds, so does the erosion of television's revenue base. VCRs are replaced with powerful and efficient DVD recorders, PVRs, and Sky Plus machines. Time shifting no longer needs a manual, and avoiding the ads doesn't require split-second timing with a remote control.
Now television was really on its way.
Across 2005, the pace of change hots up. The UK becomes the largest downloader of TV programmes in the world. Downloads increased by over 150% in a year. Variety summarises the dual threat of the downloaders and the PVR in its headline, "Abhorrent torrent time shift shafts no work networks." On the 27th of June 2005, Google Video comes on stream. April 2006. The battle between Google and Yahoo intensifies with a merger that shifts the axis of the media world. AOL Time Warner and Yahoo form YOWL. Strapline, "Y'all have fun now." In Britain, the merged company quickly buys ITV and repurposes its archive and all future production. In December, Tessa Jowell announces that the BBC's charter will be renewed, but for 3 years only, warning, in this changing landscape, any longer would be unwise. By 2007, 55% of the BBC's programme ideas are now coming from the public via BBC Backstage. ITV, Channel 4 and 5 follow suit with their own ventures. MyTV, 4 Ideas and the 5 Hive. All programme commissions are now voted for by the public using Google's Click to Recommend system. By the end of the year, none of the channels employs a single commissioning editor. The property market in Chiswick crashes. YOWL splits ITV into 30 different channels, including Coronation Street's 1 to 10, 4 Millionaire Choices, Losers, Winners, Celebs and Cheats, and the I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here Bug Cam channel. All other programs are decommissioned and analog licenses handed back. In Switzerland, CERN scientists are giving the internet revolution another spin. They've developed software to connect all computers in the world, forming one giant superfast data-sharing brain. It's called GRID. GRID identifies every single user with an infallible digital certificate. Opportunistically, the BBC announces that its government-endorsed GRID certificates could replace the television licence within 5 years. The BBC rebrands itself the Big Bandwidth Corporation. This is reported in Broadcast as a big branding cock-up. The New Media Green Paper praises the BBC for its adaptability to changing technology, but seriously questions its overall purpose. In early 2009, the Big Brother Bandcast syndicate, the merged vestige of Endemol and Channels 4 and 5, recruits 10,000 British households to be permanently grid-cammed. The power of the broadcaster gives way to the survival of the fittest, especially the really fit. Reality click stars, voted for by the public, instantly become the new media barons. All agents and personal managers go out of business, particularly ICM. 12th of January 2010, one of the last dying days of television. The GBC, Google Bandcasting Corporation, moves into the television centre. All programmes are now made and watched globally by digital certificate holders, so-called digital citizens. Pact membership dwindles and its core activity becomes organising day trips to the Goonhilly transmitter and the Museum of the Moving Image in Bradford. And just yesterday, the Royal Commission finally reported and recommended a new role for the BBC as a centre of excellence in media training based in Manchester. This morning is the first day of the 2010 Royal Television Society Cambridge Convention. Introducing this year's theme, TV's Golden Age, What We Can Learn from the Past, RTS President Davina McCall said the Society is considering its options, particularly with regard to its name, but does not necessarily accept that today is the day that TV died. So it's bye-bye to ITV and Sky. The Beeb had its levy, but the levy ran dry. Channel 4 living UK Gold and Sci-Fi, singing this will be the day that we die. This will be the day that we die.